This is going to be my latest entry, a message to the Black community. And in this entry, I'm going to address one of the many reasons why we're in the current stasis as a community that we've been in. And I'm trying to figure out how much more long we're going to be in this situation before we figure out, let's try something else. You know, as an astute Black man that's able to see everything with eyes wide open and not so much as with a fume over my eyes, I realized that all these other races is playing the same game, and the Blacks are the only one that's not playing that game. And because they choose not to play that game, they sit back and make every excuse on why their situation is like it is. So let's address that game. You know, you go to work sites, you do have any type of business dealings, any type of anything. And you understand that these other people, and when I say other people, I'm talking about other races, all other races, not just one or two, all other races. Even the races, even the foreigners that's coming here, that if Black people don't get themselves together, gonna be soon overpopulated by, because the Hispanics already done passed us up in population in America. But all of these other people come here, and the people that's here already, they playing a different game than the Blacks. What game is that, Vernon? We play the game of get it how you live. Let him get it how I got it. I don't owe you nothing. That's the game we playing. While all these other people are playing the game of I'ma help them, I'ma help their kids, I'ma help anybody who look like me get in a better position, and I'ma perform nepotism for anybody who look like me, because I understand that this is a team, and my team is Asian, my team is white, my team is Hispanic, my team is African. Because we can do that, because it's not, because even these, everybody understand it. But the Black American, the American Black, is the only one who don't understand the game. His game is, her game is, the American Black man and woman game is, I'm up on them. I'm doing better than them. And them can be family, friends. You know, earlier this year, I'm gonna just show y'all something, just give you a little brief example of what I'm talking about. Earlier this year, and in this video, I'm not gonna really get off into my personal story. If you go on my channel, I you know, especially in the live section, because in the live section of my channel, I got a lot of those videos is pretty, well, all my videos deep, but you know, over there it get kind of little, you know, it's not that many, but it get a little personal. But I got stories all through my channel telling my story. And right now I'm not gonna get off into that, but I will say this here. I'm a convicted felon and I'm not educated, meaning I don't have a college degree. So for me, life is a little bit harder, right? Don't you know that early this year, I started my own business. And you know, Facebook will tell you a story about how people care about you, how people deal with you, how people want to see you win or lose. Because let's not play this game. People that want to see you win help you win in any way they can, in any way possible that they can. Whether it's them supporting you financially, you know, sharing somebody's post, liking somebody's post is free. I seen a meme the other day, and it said Facebook will show you the hate and how people really feel about you. People that you knew and thought loved you will scroll past your success like it ain't nothing. You know, Facebook, and the reason why I'm bringing Facebook up, because unlike TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and all the other social platforms, Facebook is pretty intimate. It's pretty much your family, your friends, and maybe people you met along the way, co-workers and stuff like that there. But for the most part, Facebook is your people who you love and the people who you think love you. So Facebook will show you how people really feel about you. I started a business earlier this year, man. And it's funny thinking about it, and I come from one of those families, not trying to come off as sanctimonious, but I come from a Christian family, both sides. It's pretty decent people, meaning that, they marry, they have college degrees, some of them have businesses. They are I'm not saying they rich. I don't count people pocket, that's not my business. But just the way they live, and just the lifestyle for it is like education, careers, and businesses, they're pretty doing well off. I didn't, I didn't expect them to, hey man, look, I see what you're doing. So I just want to sow into what you got going on because I see you doing the right thing and I want to sow into it. So look, I'm gonna, because I know you're getting off the ground, you're being on the ground. So they didn't do that, and I didn't expect that. But I'm gonna tell you what I did expect. I expected them to at least share my post, like my post, to put it in the algorithm. But sharing is very important because a lot of my family is not from the city that they don't live in the town where I live. They live in other bigger cities. And so by them sharing my post, one of their friends could have liked my post and said, hey, that's your cousin, that's your niece, that's your nephew. Hey, tell him I want an order. Do he ship? Which is I did. None of that. I got 3,800, almost 4,000 friends on Facebook, or probably about 1,000 of them is family. Maybe I might be exaggerating a little bit, but a lot of them is family. And don't you know, out of all my family and friends combined, now when I mean family and friends, I'm talking childhood friends, people that I was raised with, and family. I got 4 family members, 4, and maybe about 10 friends to actually share my posts and support. So that's a total of 14 people out of all those people I just told you. And the thing about that is, it didn't upset me, it didn't bother me, but it told me a story about blacks. Because any other race, same situation, same everything, even if they was broke, dead broke, they would have at least shared, which is free. They would have at least shared their loved ones or friend post because they know, well, this is his situation. He's not in the situation that I'm in where he can, go get a job anywhere, or he don't have a career or this. So he's doing something on his own. So we're going to support it. Not blacks. They have the mindset of, that's not my business. I don't owe him nothing. And that's why we're in a situation when, that's why we're in the current stasis when, because all of these other races doesn't feel about their people like that, because they understand that this is a team. We're Asian, we playing for the Asian team. We're white, we're playing for the white team. We're Hispanic, we playing for the Hispanic team. So the betterment of our team, whether it be our children, our friend, it does not matter. This person is an Hispanic, so they're automatically on our team, and we are doing this for the team to win, not blacks. Blacks are doing it to compete with other blacks. And then whenever something don't line up the way it's supposed to line up for them, they hollering about the white man. No. This is why black life have no value. Because these people sit back and understand that these Negroes kill each other on a daily basis. They rap and brag about it. So why should we respect black life? Black life has no value. Because you got to always understand that if the man, if the people of that group doesn't value it, why would anybody else value it? And so that's one of the main reasons we in the situation that we in as a whole. We will literally be doing extremely well in our lives and can actually throw the ladder down, throw the rope down to one of our brothers. It don't have necessarily to be a family member. Anybody that's on Team Black, we will not do it. We would not do it. And this is universal. This is not even in a Black conscious community. I've learned this being a part of the Black conservative movement. Excuse me. In a Black church, you name it. Doesn't matter where it's at. It's always a civil war. It's a competition on being bigger and better than the person that looks like me. It's always a competition within the race. Doesn't matter, like I said, doesn't matter what movement it is. You name it, you put a name on it. It's always a gatekeeper in the community trying to hold back somebody of their own race from getting either on their level or even in the game in some situations. Because their mindset is, let them get it how I got it. And these other races is, that's what we gonna have it hard. If I had it hard, my job is to not make the person coming behind me have it hard, whether that person is a blood member or that person is a team member. Because we trying to make our community stronger, not Blacks. So this is why, this is one of my main issues why whenever people, these fake Black leaders and these fake Black pastors, which is not all, but most of them, members of the Democratic Party is telling me, hey man, it's the white man. No, it's not. No, it's not. Ain't got nothing to do with the white man. The black people got a lot of issues, and there's a lot of reasons they're in their current stasis that they've been in and they're going to remain in until a mentally change, until a spiritual change. And guess what? Out of all the reasons why we in this situation we in and we suffering as a community, not one of them is the white man's fault at this point. I'm not saying the past. I'm talking about today, 2024, going into 2025. The white man has zero. As a matter of fact, he trying to help you. As a matter of fact, he'll set a ladder down for you before your own black people will. And of course, I always got to put this as a disclaimer, and I usually do this in the beginning of my videos. Not all, but most. There's a few black men out there, such as myself, that either then sent the ladder back down, or when we get in the position that we need to get in, we gonna send it back down. But the game that we playing in our community is a different game than every other community is playing. Every other community is playing a team game. Black people are playing an individual game. You see all of these dudes in the black conscious community, black conservative movement, and the black conservative movement really got me mixed up, because it's like, okay, if our mantra is we trying to help black people think for themselves and escape the Democratic plantation, well, how come we not reaching? How come we not going through social media, going through neighborhood, trying to find black men and women, young of all ages, that have escaped the Democratic plantation, whether it be on TikTok? And why aren't we recruiting other blacks to help spread this word? Because you know why? We trying to be the biggest black conservative. We trying to have the biggest movement, the most followers. And if we see one that's trying to come up close to us, or one trying to get on our level, or do anything, we not even gonna get him a leg up. It's some, and I'm not gonna call no names out, but some of the leaders of the black conservative movement are despicable. I have a deep repugnance for them. I agree with them and their politics and their movement and everything. And I'm not saying, and salute to them for the work that they had to put in to get there. But why you don't send that ladder back down for some people? I mean, matter of fact, I'm gonna use this from this perspective. The majority of black conservatives, not all, but majority of them, especially the one that's, up the top one, they're not street people. They're squares. You can clearly see that, and I don't want to start naming names, but you can clearly see the heads of the black conservative movement. Majority of these people were never a part of the culture. They may have come up in the hood, but they're not that. They're not like criminals. They don't have no. And I'm not glorifying being a criminal, because that's horrible and it's bad. But I'm saying people make mistakes in their youth. Everybody is not perfect, and that's how the black conservative movement come off. Some of them even come off as coons, like they have an axe to grind against black people for some reason. When, okay, you at this level now, and you see that they have this guy on this level, and he might go places that you won't go. Shout out King Face. I liked him because he was one of the black conservatives that, was kind of like hood. You from the hood. These conservatives can go places that you uppity conservatives just not gonna go. Y'all not going to no projects. Y'all not going in the inner city. That's because y'all done pretty much gave up or turned y'all back on those people. But there's people there who are black conservative and they can spread the word. Why don't you get them a leg up? Meaning give them the resources that they may need, because you got in a position. It's not gonna happen. Because like I say, it's a mindset thing. It's a spiritual sickness that we have as a black community, whereas we just want to be number one again, because we know we can't compete with these other races. We don't even try that. So we just want to be number one in our community. Whereas we want to be the MVP, the most valuable black. When these other races of people, they don't even care about the MVP. They want the race. It's a team win for them. So they gonna throw the ladder down, and they don't even care if they get nothing back, because they think they got foresight, and they know if I throw this ladder down for him, he might throw it. That's going. If I throw the ladder down for him, that's gonna lead him to throw the ladder down for everybody, and it's all gonna be a win, a big old W for us as a community. Not blacks. You got black people right now, and I see it all the time, who hurting, who going through certain things, who dealing with certain things. And they have black people in their family who can help. And my whole thing is this. And I learned a long time ago, and that's why I always tell people, when you're an astute person, it can be a blessing and a curse. For me, it's all blessings, I say. But the reason why it can be a blessing and a curse is because you see things for what they are, not for what they're supposed to be. People will come in your face and tell you they love you and tell you they proud of you and tell you they can't wait to see you win, when they have the means to help you win. And you know what their mindset will be? As for mentioned, I don't owe you nothing. I had to get it how I had to get it, so you do it the same way. When another thing, I'm going to add that too. That's another one of the main issues in the community. They try to make it, that's why all these Asians are coming here. All these Arabs are coming here, because they trying to make it, they trying to lay the groundwork for when they people come. This is why you'll go to a gas station, you see all Iranians there. Why is that? Because they did what they had to do to get here and get the gas station. And now their job is to hold spots open or send for other people in their country so they can come here and work for their gas station, and therefore make a way for themselves, make a living for themselves in America. They all about helping their kind, because they understand that a win for the team is a win for everybody. And so in this message to the black community, like I said, we as a community, one of the main things that we have to stop moving forward is having that mindset of competition with each other, having that competition of having that mindset of, hey, I had to work hard to get here, so let them get it how they live. Having that mindset of I don't owe them anything, and say, you know what? That's my black brother. That's my black sister. And I had to go through a lot. Like for me, there's a lot of things I got in position. There's a lot of things I got in the works. And when they come to fruition, it's gonna be to help all black people, but it's gonna definitely be aimed to help black people that come from my position. Because I know how hard it is being a person. I'm not gonna do the whole black thing, but I know how hard it is being a person with convicted felon on their record and not having education. And you know what? You got black people. I'm gonna show you something. You got black people who will come on this channel, listen to this video, and hear what I just said and say, you know what? Well, don't get no trouble then. Go get your education like we did. Only black people talk like this. You even look at the situation dealing with people like P. Diddy and Jay-Z and all these people, or with anybody we name black. Just look at it. Just notice. Let me let y'all peep out something. You ever notice soon as black people get accused of something with no proof of facts, everybody black just bomb on that person? I've never seen, listen, the hate that I've seen toward Jay-Z in the last month from black people is appalling. No other race does that. They give, what you talk about, Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, these people are quiet. They give their people due process. And at the end of due process, if they're found guilty, they quietly cast them away. Not black people. Before a court or anything, black people gonna find black people guilty. And I just don't understand them. My thing is this. My whole thing is always trying to understand the why of things. And I just can't. I don't know if it's a slave mentality. I know it's a spiritual issue. But why is black so against other blacks like this here? What's wrong? Oh, they kill each other up in the inner city because poverty. No, that's not the truth. I've been to some trailer parks, and they got trailer parks all over the United States. I'm talking about they got some trailer parks, man, where the white folks doing so bad, they eating out the trash, missing teeth, they look horrible, they live horrible. And guess what? They not killing each other. The Mexicans too. They got some areas in America where the Mexicans are doing very, very bad. Skid Row type bad. They're not killing each other. How come it is when we all in the can in the inner city and doing bad, we just killing each other? Still, you can't even stay in the hood. Because they killing each other, stealing from each other. What's wrong? But that's on another level. Just on a level of helping each other, performing nepotism. When I see other races perform nepotism, I wouldn't dare call it racist. As a matter of fact, they get a pat on the back for me. Oh, that white man help his people out. Oh, that Mexican help. I be looking at him. Know what I look at him and say? I look at him in a jealous and say, man, I wish well, I'm not gonna say jealous, but I'm gonna look at him and I say to myself, boy, I wish we was like that. You name it. It doesn't matter whether it's in corporate America, whether it's in the industrial field, oil and gas. The blacks are always competing against and going against their own people. Why is that? Why is it that no matter what we got to do to get to the top, why is it that we don't throw the ladder down for people who look like us and understand that we need to be playing the game that everybody else playing and getting team wins and not individual wins? This is why every generation got to start over, because guess what? Get it how you live. So I'm in this video with this. I'm gonna show you something. Black people right now could be at the top of the economic pole. Only thing we missing is a spiritual and mental cleanse. Because the spiritual and mentality that we have now, whereas we don't care for the team win, we all about being an individual win. We want to be the MVP, most valuable black, instead of MVR, the most valuable race. Like everybody else playing for MVR. We playing for MVP. When are we going to change, and what is it going to take? Thank y'all for listening to me. God bless.